Hey y'all, it is Luca and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another ugly EA apartment renovation. This is 1321 Chic Street. We are in the Fashion District in San Myshuno. And this is just a little starter apartment. It's meant to look really grungy and grody and cheap, and I think it does that pretty well. However, I have a few changes that I would like to make to this apartment today. So go ahead and get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink. Please pardon my nasally sounding voice today. I think the allergies are just starting to really kick me. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. So let me just kind of give you a little walkthrough of the changes that I'm going to make to this apartment. So first and foremost, the kitchen. The countertop placement is fine, but they decided to use an island counter, and I don't understand why, to be honest with you. It's definitely going to get a little bit of a makeover because this is just abysmal anyways. The bathroom placement has always bothered me. Like, I hate that there's like the bedrooms over here, living room, bathroom, and then kitchen. Like, it just seems ridiculous. Like, I'm imagining just someone showering and then having to walk through the living room to get to their bedroom, after showering. It's just awkward. I just always feel like bedrooms and bathrooms need to be kind of together, and living room and kitchen needs to be together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that, but where I'm going to move that is here, because what is going on here? Like, why did they do this? I mean, I know why they did it, because these windows are placed like this. It just seems so like awkward. Like they were like, oh dang, we can't put a wall here. So yeah, let's just do that. Not a big fan of that placement whatsoever. So we have a couple options with placing that bathroom. I will kind of play around with both and see which one I like. But first and foremost, before we really do anything, we gotta get rid of it all. Get the sledgehammer tool and get rid of everything, which something else I want to point out too. Why are there like kids oriented like furniture in here? Like, I don't really know why. Like there's a poster in here, but like, I don't know. I'm like, where's the kids sleeping? Is this a family apartment? Like, what's the point in all this? Sometimes the Sims team make some interesting choices, but we'll go ahead. We will clear everything out. There's a chance I'll use the same items that were already here, but it's just nice to have a nice, fresh, clean slate to work with. Beautiful. So the next part is I want to go over here, and there is two different ways I could go about this. I could leave the window here and just add the bathroom right here, right? That's fine. But then this room is a little bit on the small side, and then this one is a little bit big for a kid's room or something like that. Mainly because if you were to put a double bed in here, you could fit it, but it would only have to go in this wall, like in this little corner, or like maybe here, which would work. But if you're having two Sims sleep in here, it would just be kind of awkward. So the other alternative is to simply just do this with the walls. It would make this bedroom smaller, which I think since this can be a family apartment, that's fine. We'll just have to move this window over, which it'll look kind of weird on the outside, but it's going to kind of look weird on the outside anyways, because I'm going to add more windows, but that's just me. I'm not sure. I do quite like this layout though, because then the bedroom will be a lot less of a headache to kind of figure out. It's just this bedroom's huge and this one's really small. So I think I'm going to go with the former plan that I had before, just because the window placement on the outside, and that way this room gets enough space. And that way with this floor plan, if you would want to either move in a family or just a couple of Sims that are roommates, this is kind of perfect actually. So for the style with this apartment, I want to lean into the style that you can kind of see here, just like the carpet and like the old wallpaper. I want it to feel like it's an older apartment. And also something I want to do here too is I want to split up the rooms here. I would like to put a wall, honestly, either here. I feel like that would be a nice place to split it up, but part of me does want it to be open. I don't know. I could even like put a wall here and just like split that off completely, but I feel like that's too closed off. So I think we're going to leave that. I like this layout. And I think I'll put an archway right here that matches the doors. And yeah, there you have it. That's a pretty decent layout for the apartment. I'll just put a few more of these lights around so we can see. The next step is the flooring and wallpaper. I kind of want to just use a really simple tiling for this kitchen. I feel like that would be really nice. Just a plain white tile. I don't usually use a plain tile, so I don't know. It'd be kind of nice to use something a little different. And then do I want to add in like this kind of backsplash situation? Maybe not for the whole space, because that does look nice, but it's reading bathroom to me. So I think honestly, I'll just go in with a plain paint. I don't know. Do we want to use the white? I know that looks really, really boring to start out with, but once we get to the furnishing, that's where we'll add all the color and just the contrast. I'm just trying to make this as realistic as I can because I want this to feel like what it was intended to be. We can maybe add in a carpet in here. I like that a lot. We'll put the carpet in here as well in these two bedrooms. And then this this bathroom, not this kitchen, it's a bathroom. I think we'll just use the linoleum there. And then for the wallpaper in here, I kind of want to just put more white paint, but for the bedrooms, maybe we can go in with some slightly different colors. Like maybe this bedroom can be this like kind of darker gold beige color. And then maybe the kids' room is like a bluish color, or maybe the purple. I don't know. I want to do something fun and quirky. We could even do green. I mean, that's kind of fun. Why not? And then for this bathroom, I kind of want to just use what I was using before, but part of me wants to like use this tile again. I don't know. I liked that combo. That was quite nice. We will probably change the colors of the paint in the bedrooms just because, you know, once I place down beds and stuff and figure out the personality, that's whenever I can change those. But let's just go ahead. We'll get into the furnishing and I'm going to start with the kitchen. I think for the countertops, I want to use the Blandco Contemporary counter, not the island, the regular one. And then we're going to use this one right here with the dark like kind of wooden swatch. It's so nice. That will add in a ton of contrast. I also want to add another window right here because personally I just think it's so dark and dingy in this apartment, and I kind of want to put the kitchen here because it was over here against the wall, but I kind of want to put it here. I know that this is unrealistic to some people's eyes, but I am going to put the stove there because that's a very common thing in small apartments in my personal experience. I mean, we could even like do this just to appease y'all, but then the sink is just kind of crammed in the corner and I can't stand that. I would rather there be at least a countertop next to the sink. It just feels wrong. And then we'll go in with the cabinets, just a straightforward placement of these. We'll put something like that there and maybe a regular one here instead. I kind of like that. And we do need to add a range hood. There was a range hood in this apartment whenever we first loaded it up. So I guess I'll use this one. I don't know, out of all of them, this is just like the most basic one. It's 300 simoleons, which is wild. I think I'll just use the plain white one. And then for the table here, I want something that's like a nice wood tone. This one from Snowy Escape's really cute. I always like it because it has like a nice rich warm tone there. There's also a nice darker tone, which honestly I quite like that. And for the chairs, I kind of want something with a little personality, like these from the paranormal stuff pack. I don't know, that's really speaking to me right now. And I guess we can put 3. I feel like that's a nice amount. A really small little space. Maybe I can put the placement of the dining table like right here against the window. I feel like that looks a lot nicer. And I'll also go in with some more lighting. I think I just want to put like one light above the sink here because personally that just feels wrong when there's not a light above the sink. I think we'll just use this one. This is just a base game lighting for like art, and I always put it like right underneath the cabinet, and that adds just the right amount of little light right there. I don't know. I honestly think I do want to add some more countertops just because I feel like it is a little bit on the like small side. That just feels a little bit more realistic too. We'll put a corner piece right over here. I feel like that is cute. I mean, I could even go in with another one right here. That doesn't really take away from this area too much. I could put the sink there, and that's like an optimal layout. I'll leave this kind of set up the way it is, but I'm thinking I would like to add in a microwave somewhere, like right here. I don't know, it'd be nice to have a little microwave. Maybe we can put it in the corner over here instead. It's like impossible to get to if you think about it, but hey, it looks better over here. I'm gonna do that, but just a little microwave, and then we'll put the trash can here in the corner. I'll just use this one. Okay, this is looking fine. I'm not really a big fan of how this window looks with all this, but I'll go with it. And then I think I'm just gonna use probably a shade for this window right here, as well as this one. I just think for in here, at least, shades will be nice. This looks like it's something that's part of like the apartment. Maybe we'll even do like a nice beige or something. I don't know. I would love like a little accent kind of corner shelf here, and we do have one from the cats and dogs expansion pack. I feel like it would look really cute over here, and there's like a nice darker wood. It doesn't match exactly, but I think it matches enough. I do want to do some repositioning. I want to put this right here instead, and then maybe I'll put another one like right over here too, just to add a little extra light. We'll add in a little rug right over here. I kind of do want to use this one from Cats and Dogs. I use it so much, but I think this would look really nice here. Or should I put it under like this little part here? I feel like that looks good. Yeah, I love that. And then we can put another one. Let's just put two. Why not? Put a little one right where the oven is as well. That's cute. It definitely needs some greenery and some life to it. So I am going to go in with some candles, maybe like one just right here on the table. Ooh, I like this one from City Living. Maybe they got it nearby or something. Ooh, I really like that swatch. That's cute. And I definitely want to add in some plants. I'm wondering, my favorite plant, would it go on top of that? No, but I do have an item that I always have linked in the description. It is a very useful tool by Picture Amoebe. It is this OMSP shelf, and you can just like line it up with the shelf right here, place your item down, and then just use move objects. And bada bing, bada boom, there is a little thing. I don't know. Ooh, and I love this lamp here. You know me, I love decorating with lamps, but this is really cute. It looks more decorative. I think there's a candle in there. I think that going right there would look really nice. All right, there's some personality in here, I think. We are going to get rid of these saucer lights. Before I move on, we're not doing the saucer lights today, y'all. They are cheaper, which is fine, but I don't like the way they look. We're going to use the boob light. My favorite light in the game. It's just so good. That actually warms it up in here so much. Okay, I kind of want to get rid of the shades right there and maybe go in with some simple yet, I don't know, nice curtains. Maybe something like these, but I do want to go in with the beige preferably. I kind of like the beige with the brown at the bottom. I'll just pull this table just a little bit forward so it doesn't look like it's clipping, and I'll go in with this curtain rod, quote unquote, from the, I think, Desert Oasis, Desert Luxe. One of those kits. Okay, love this vibe. This is cute. Nice and warm and simple. Do I want to go in with a tile on this back wall here? Because I think having a brown tile low key would add so much. I guess it would add so much character. And then we can just go in with like a couple little decorative items, a little roll of paper towels, and then just like a little holder for some, what do you call it, utensils. In fact, let's go into the decorations, and there is the kitchen clutter kit. Has some really good clutter. Okay, it's so nice. Oh, the microwave, I hate it being right here, but it doesn't look good here. So I'm just gonna move that there. I'll also put this down instead. This is so cute. There's also a little sink side essentials item that I'm obsessed with for some reason. Maybe we'll put the little coffee mug thingy here in the corner. I quite like that. I don't know. A simple little addition of a few items is always good for these kinds of spaces. It adds life. Put this little spice rack over here in the corner perhaps. We can go in with some cutting boards over here. We'll just kind of put them like so. This is from Cool Kitchen, and I'm just shrinking it down and putting like 2 next to each other. It's just such a nice way to add some extra little detailing in here. Okay, let's move on to the living room now. I actually want to go in with a similar couch to what was already here. There was like a little gray love seat. I think I want to use, obviously, the tried and true. It's just the basic couch that comes with the base game. Is it a basic couch? Yes, but hear me out. It is the best couch in the game, and we have all these really nice swatches on it as well. I really want to use this dark gray. I don't know. You'll never hear me say that usually, but I really like the dark gray. I want like a wooden coffee table too. Don't tempt me, but honestly, the one from Cats and Dogs, it's so good. It's just really expensive. It's 215 simoleons, but I guess I'm not worried about a budget today, am I? That's really cute. I like that. And then for the rug, I want to use the woven rug from Cats and Dogs as well. You can tell I have a favorite. And I want to place down a TV. I'm not exactly sure where though, because I don't want to put it in front of the window here. So I think I'm going to move this down ever so slightly, just like that. And then we'll use this kind of chest nightstand, but TV stand. And I guess I will put a normal TV in here for sure, but just know in spirit, I want to put one of those like tube TVs. Ooh, I'll use this little laundry day kind of side table as an end table here. I think that's cute. I like that it's like a dark reddish color. I don't know. I don't usually use that swatch, but it's nice. And I think right here would be a nice area for a bookshelf. I mean, this one is real cute. It's from Snowy Escape. It doesn't fit perfectly, but I really like the way it looks there. I kind of want to use the same kind of curtain combination that I did earlier with the kitchen. There's something about that I really like. Something that like that looks nice. It's a little bit more dark and cozy in here now, but I don't know, I like it. I think it's nice and just warm and relaxing. And then for the color of the wall, I'm wondering if I can find something else that would work. Preferably, honestly, something with some trim. So maybe we'll even go with like this warm beige kind of color. I really like that actually. Maybe I'll put another bookshelf here, and it's kind of sort of part of the like TV setup here. I quite like that. And then we can put some art back here as well. I'll just put this little painting right here. Good little start. Maybe I'll add more. Maybe I can put this end table right here instead. And then right here, just put a tall like floor lamp. Of course, the one lamp I want to use is one from Cats and Dogs, but maybe we'll use this one from Basement Treasures today. I don't know. Just something a little different. Then again, this one looks a little too broken. So we're just going to go with what I usually use. Maybe we'll use that swatch. That's kind of nice. Kind of nice to use something a little different. And then we'll find a little lamp for this side of the couch here. Probably just this one from For Rent. I use this one so much, but it just works so perfectly. And on this back wall, I definitely want to put like some kind of gallery art kind of situation. There is this from Movie Hangout, which honestly fits the color scheme to a T. And we should also go in and add a little bit of these cushions, just a couple of these. There is a version from the Modern Lux kit that I think would look really nice. And then we also have the one that came in an update, this pillow right here. Oh, I love this item so much. Yeah, we got one that's kind of stripy, and then I'll do just like a plain one here. Maybe we'll do that as like a big one here. And then we've got these two patterned ones here as well. I really like that, maybe for this side. And then this one, I think I would like it to be maybe like this solid brown, or maybe even like that one. That's really fun. Has a little bit of color in it, and honestly, you can see some of that color in this rug. You know me, I love browns and beige. It's such a fun combo for me. I think I'll try to add a little chair here as well. I'm not sure entirely what kind of chair. I feel like this one from Cats and Dogs is so perfect. It's beige. So it's perfect. And then I'll go in with some more of those pillows as well. I think I'll just use this patterned one right here. And I think I'm going to go with like that swatch. That's very nice. And then we'll go in with this one and just shrink it down, put it here, and then just twist it around and have it kind of like alternating. You know, if you're an interior designer or you know anything about that, let me know. Do I need to add a second pillow into these chairs when I add one? I just feel like it looks wrong if I don't. I'd like a nice plant here as well. Maybe something like this one from the Crystal Creations stuff pack. Honestly, one of my favorite plants. It's so cute. And then we'll just add in a little bit of clutter here on the coffee table. Some candles would be perfect. I could use this scented candle here. I feel like that just fits so perfectly right there in the middle. I kind of want to add in some magazines as well. Maybe like that. That's really cute. I want like some kind of little decorative item here. I kind of want to use this little item from Batu. I don't know. It just looks really cute right there. And then I guess right here is the little entryway. I should definitely furnish this area. We'll put this little rug right here, and then maybe we'll put in like the coat rack, just this item from the base game. We'll put it right there. And then maybe we can put like a little side table right here, just as like a little entryway table. I'm going to go with the one from Snowy Escape since it fits in here kind of nicely. I don't know. I think it's because here in America, at least on TV from my perspective, a lot of like 90s and like early 2000s vibes. There was a little bit of like them trying to implement like Asian design in a lot of our like modern and contemporary furniture, and it wasn't really like exact, of course, but there's just something about it that it just screams a little bit 90s vibes for me sometimes. And then I remember seeing an item just a few minutes ago that would be so perfect right here. It's like a little clutter item that is like a car key or a house key or something. Pretty sure it's from one of the newer sets. Yes, it's from the Grange mudroom. I know it's not supposed to look like a car key. It's probably supposed to be something else, but I'm going to say it's a car key. Ooh, this little painting, little leaning painting here would look really cute as like a little entryway. It is part of the mudroom collection, so maybe it's saying put your best foot forward. We'll just say that. And then there's like the little boots here. I feel like that would look kind of cute here. Or better yet, we'll do the shoes because the shoes are more realistic in an apartment. And then maybe above this we can put this mirror or something, or maybe we can put it like right there, kind of offset it from the little table here. We'll use that swatch. And then we just need some like art here or something. Maybe some tarot art. That's always really fun to use. Is that like too big for this little spot? Do I need to shrink it down some? I think maybe if I just do this instead. That looks really cute. And then maybe some more art right here as well. And I low-key want to add like another little light here. I know there's so many lights, but it's going to help brighten it up in here. And it just seems like there would be one there anyways. I kind of want to use this Snowy Escape painting, like this one especially. That's really cute. Let's move on to this little bedroom here. I think I am going to change the wallpaper and I'm going to make it just a nice like light beige, just because I'm like, this is an apartment, you know, it's meant to be a place where they can't really customize it quite as much. And then, ooh, this bed from Snowy Escape. Okay, I don't know what it is, but Snowy Escape is really speaking to me today. I don't really use the stuff from that pack as much. I don't know why. It's really nice content. The blue, that's a really cute little statement. And then we can use this little side table here from Seasons. I feel like that's actually a nice combo. Nice blue lamp here. Let's see if I can find a blue lamp. Oh, this is a blue lamp. It's kind of cute. And this rug was in the other bedroom, and it was just a different swatch. And then we'll add in a little dresser somewhere. Ooh, I like this one. It is kind of tall, but there's something about, I don't know, it is giving like Walmart furniture vibes. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that it just looks kind of like cheap, mass produced, which isn't necessarily bad if you have it, but I don't know. I feel like it would look good in this apartment too. We'll put in this like little skinny desk from City Living as well. That's always so nice. I'm not loving this rug here now, and I kind of want to put this over here like on this wall instead. Yeah, that seems a little less intense. We'll give them a little chunky computer, because why not? And a little desk chair. I do like the blue. However, let's look in the blue. Let's just go all the way to colors and select blue. I would like a dark blue. That looks really cute. I like that combo. I feel like we do need a blue rug in this little bedroom now, but like this blue looks kind of nice. It's not like a crazy bright blue. There's also this one too, which is a crazy bright blue. That is hard for me to say right now. Ooh, this rug here is really cute. I really like that one. And maybe we can just throw in some other clutter now. We can throw in like the hamper here in the corner. We'll also definitely throw in some dirty clothes. I'm trying to think. Maybe this is for a teenager. I don't know. I tend to do that all the time, I guess. But it's just so easy in this game. We'll give them a little rope hanging on the back of their door, maybe. I don't know. Part of me wants to move this over now because I feel like it's just kind of awkwardly placed in the corner. Or maybe we put it here instead. I don't know. Maybe we have like this tall one right here. And then maybe we can find something to fit right here as well. That can be where they like keep their TV. Ooh, there is this smaller one, but it doesn't really fit there. There isn't really another one that fits there well. So I think I'm just going to put this here and just call it there. I will give them some skill building items probably. I think I am going to give them, of course, a guitar. We'll do a blue guitar too. Go with the blue vibes. And maybe this easel here, maybe we'll just like do a little bit of positioning after all. So maybe we'll put this like right there. We'll put this like right here. And then this guitar can go right here in the corner. Honestly, it's kind of cute. I kind of like it. There is some issues with this little spot here I'm not really liking. I think I'll move the window over and then I'll put the desk just like that. And then that kind of gets rid of some other extra space. But if I put the guitar maybe like right here in this corner, I can then put this hamper here, which is actually pretty realistic. I'll move the easel down just a little bit, put this right here, and then put this there. Ooh, that's so much nicer. Okay. And then for the art on the wall, let's look under the blue category once again. I'm actually building a row of colorful townhouses in The Sims 4 right now, and I am thinking I might do blue. I'm not sure if I'll do that in the next one or not, but I am feeling very inspired by that color right now, apparently. Ooh, maybe we can put this little like jersey or something. You know, maybe they were into sports and maybe, okay, here's a story. They were into sports and they realized they really like creative things too. I don't know. Let's play into that a little bit. Yeah, let's just put like a pile of sporty stuff here too. And for the curtains, I kind of want to just go with some shades or maybe these old blinds. Those are so chunky though. I think we'll just do maybe like the blue shades. I don't know. It's kind of a vibe. You know what? It's a cute bedroom. I quite like it. Moving on to this little bathroom here. I'm kind of unsure what I want to do with it because honestly my instinct would be to put the toilet right here, and I think I'm just going to use the basic toilet, and then right here in the middle I'll put the sink. I kind of want to use the one from Parenthood because it just gives apartment sink vibes, you know. I'll go with like that swatch, and then I think I can put a shower here, but it needs to go like that instead. So maybe I'll do like something like this and then this. See, that's my issue with this layout. So maybe I will get rid of this window after all. I know it's not realistic to remove the windows in this apartment, but it's about the vibes and everything working the way I want it to. So it's fine. I'll just go in with this little window. I'll make sure the swatch matches, of course. It'll be this one right here, I believe. And then we can just put this little window like right above the toilet. That way we can properly have a mirror above the sink. I think I'll use this one right here. I don't know. I use this one a lot, but I want to bring in some of that warmth into here. And I think I'll use maybe like this little rug here from Cats and Dogs. Something like that maybe. I really do want to place down like one of those cabinets like this one. I think, oh my gosh, it would fit so perfectly right there in that little corner. Ah, beautiful. And of course, we've got to add the basics. We just need to add some toilet paper, a towel rack. Also, maybe a little, what do you call it? A little thingamadoodle, a little medicine cabinet, maybe right there since there's no room anywhere else. I'll put a hand towel right over here too. And then we'll put in just like a towel rack right here. I think that's cute. Bringing in some of that warmth, like warm wood, I would say, into here. And then we'll just do like a little curtain or something here. I don't really know what kind. Maybe this one from, I think, Growing Together. That actually fits quite nicely. That's very cute. Actually, I think I'm going to put the towel here instead. And then we can go in and put maybe like the robe right here too. Cute. And then the last room is this cozy little main bedroom here. And I don't know about the walls just yet. However, the layout is not great. So I'm thinking we'll just find a bed that fits in the middle like this. I mean, there is the bed that came with City Living. That would look very nice. I don't know, and that kind of works with the vibe, but I don't really like red. However, it would be nice to use something a little different. So let's go with red and gold. And then I can use these nightstands from Seasons on the side here. Probably just use this plain wooden one. It does not fit the best by any means. Okay, it is a snug fit, but hey, it is fine. I think just for my own sanity, I am going to move this window down, and I think I'm going to get rid of this window. I know, I'm moving windows, which isn't realistic, but I'm going to put this one here instead. And for the curtains in here, I think I'm going to use probably these maybe, and I can put them like along the wall. I'll bring this forward just so it doesn't look all clippy. You know how I am about that. And then let me find, I think I'll use that. Actually, I like the warmer swatch a little bit more, and I'll go in with this little curtain rod here in the middle, and then I'll just make sure to use the same right over here as well. Maybe I'll like go a little bit crazy and do like something like this. I think that's nice. I mean, you know what? I'm not mad about this combo. It's a little bit cramped in here, but you know, in order to make room for this bedroom, and you know, it just makes more sense. You know, there's enough space. I'm going to use this little dresser here from For Rent because I honestly am obsessed with this little dresser. It's very cute. And then I can put a mirror over here in the corner. I kind of want to use this one from the Basement Treasures kit. Maybe they thrifted it. And then I'll put a little TV in here. I think that will look cute. And then maybe just some other little bedroom decor. And, you know, we could even go in and just add like some other things to add in a little bit of life into this space. You know, this little basket of like workout stuff, a little picture of like a team photo or something. Very cute. I don't mind that it's in front of the TV. I know that's kind of weird, but I put it there, and you know what? They just have a lot of clutter in here. So why not? We'll put this little bag here in the floor. I think that looks cute. I'm trying to think what else could go in here. Ooh, I really love this little, like, I don't remember which kit this is from. I think this is Everyday Clutter, but this little jewelry set. It's very cute. And I guess a candle. I mean, you can't go wrong with placing another candle. We'll put this one, I think. That's actually such a nice color too. And I think I'm going to put another one in here, like just like right there or something. I don't know. And then for the wall art in here, I'm definitely going to want to add just some nice like warm tone vibes. Ooh, that's very cute. This is from Growing Together, I'm pretty sure. I'm obsessed. Ooh, I really like that one because of the little kitty. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I really like that. I definitely want to add, ooh, this. That's very cute there. Oh, and we need to pick out some bedside lamps for this room too. I want something interesting. Maybe they have like one of these like candlesticks on one side, and then maybe on the other is like a proper lamp. I don't really know which kind. I want something that is different than what I normally go for. Ooh, wait, I gotta get rid of this because we're using these. These are in the base game. These are with a somewhat recent update. That is perfect. I'm obsessed. And oh my gosh, the rug that came with that update as well is so perfect for in here as well. But I think that is it for today. So here is the apartment. Honestly, a pretty quick little renovation, but I am genuinely so in love with this apartment. Nice and warm and cozy and a little nostalgic, and it's perfect for a little family of 3. The kitchen started a very clean white base, but we warmed it up very nicely, I think, with the cabinets as well as the brown tile. You know me and the color brown. I have a affinity for it. I'm wearing it today. It is specifically a Frog and Toad shirt, by the way. I also love the color beige, apparently, because here is the living room and all of its beige and brown glory. But hey, you know, I added a little pop of color with the green plant there. Also, the side table here is very cute. It's a little bit of a reddish tone, something I don't usually use. And I think the couch being like a dark gray mixed with the browns and the beiges is actually a nice little touch. The bathroom is just a bathroom. I mean, there's really no other way of putting it, but it's still pretty nice. You know, it's a bathroom. I went with a color scheme for the bedroom. This could be for a kid or a teen, either way, but I really like it. I like the blues and the browns and the beiges. It's a nice little change from what I go for. It's not that crazy, is it? And last but not least is the main bedroom. I honestly really like that I went with a little bit of a gold like wallpaper. That bed, I normally would never use this bed, but I think it works pretty well. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the color red, but it honestly works. Another little view of the bedroom, just a little bit of clutter here and there, a nice view. And here is a little overview shot of this apartment. I think it came out pretty nice, but let me know in the comments down below what apartment I should renovate next. I will also have linked in the description a playlist of my previous renovations here in The Sims 4. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I just want to say a huge thank you to my YouTube members, the Lavender Buds. Thank you so much for your support. I really genuinely appreciate it. It is with your support I am able to make content. If you would like to become a YouTube member, you'll get early access to all of my videos as well as members only content, specifically like save file planning and build planning and other stuff, just random kind of planning videos. That's kind of what I do. And you'll also get to see your name scrolling on the screen right now. But a massive thank you to everyone for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, that actually is it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to plant lavender for luck. Bye, y'all.